Hi everybody, I'm Espa the Infinite Goddess. Welcome again to my page, and I'm going to be talking about in this video how to transform the negative energy from your cell phone and clearing all that energy out and why it's important in this video. So if you're interested in that, then keep watching. All right, everybody. So I'm going to be telling you about why it's important, first of all, to just clear out this negative energy, transform that energy. And I want to explain the reason why I say transform instead of just saying like remove. So I like to use the word transform because when you say, I just want to remove this negative energy, I want you to think a little bit deeper. And that's what my channel is about. It's about thinking a lot deeper. I'm a deep person. I think deep about things. And so when you think about, I just want to remove this energy from my phone, where do you think that energy goes? Because energy can't be created or destroyed. So where does it go? Okay. So that means that, a lot of people aren't going to really think deep into this and say, you know what, I'm going to say, I remove this energy. I'm going to open up my doors, open up my windows, and I'm like, energy, you got to go, like, peace, get out, da 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 da. People that use sage, they might do that, but everybody doesn't do that. Everybody doesn't think like that it's a big deal or think that deep into it. They don't think like, once I remove this energy, where is it going to go? So I like to say, transform this energy, because what we want to do is that energy that's there and that's already present. You want to use that energy, but you want to transform it to work for you and not against you. So I always say, using this energy to transform into energy that works for me and that does not work against me, because I'm always trying to stay in alignment and trying to move forward toward my desires, living in my desire, my best timeline. And so I always want to make sure that I'm clearing out this energy, but I'm transforming it so that it works for me every step of the way. So why is it important to do that with your cell phone? Let me tell you. First, your cell phone is like one of the things that goes with you everywhere, okay? We change purses, we change outfits, we change jewelry, but our cell phones, we don't really change cell phones as much as we do everything else. So the cell phone goes with you to other people's homes. You might sit it down somewhere. It goes to every restaurant with you. It goes everywhere, to every grocery store. I mean, you name it. It travels with you, right, to other states. Think about that for a minute. Every hotel room, you don't know what energy is present where you are. And it attaches to your cell phone. It attaches, okay? That energy is moving through your cell phone. Look, the words that you say, all those conversations that you've had on your cell phone that weren't so nice. we want to just make sure that we're clearing out all this energy to work for our good, because a lot of times we don't really know how important it is, and we think that some things are just so simple and that they don't matter, and they really do. And I'm telling you from experience, because once I started clearing out the energy and transforming it to work for my highest good on my cell phone, it really did help really relax me. I was less stressed. I spoke over my cell phone and different things like that, and I would clear it out. So I'm also going to be telling you guys how long would I recommend you doing this, or just how often. Let me say that. How often should you be doing this, okay? But I want to get back first to why it's important. So I think that just overall, your cell phone goes everywhere with you, and you want to make sure that that energy that you're bringing into your sacred space, which is your home, is supposed to be a sacred space, your most comfortable space, your space that you feel protected, secure, love. It's the place where you're at and you're dwelling. You're going to be there every day, and you want to make sure that that space is protected and that space is allowing you to be in alignment to continue to flow, living your desires, and manifest your desires as well. You don't want anything coming in between that, all right? So that's why it's important. Let me see if I missed anything. Sometimes when we go through these transformational stages in our lives, so where we're kind of like letting go a lot of the old stuff, and we're moving forward. We've let go of some of these relationships. We've let go of some of our past things that we've been dealing with in our lives. It's so good to do the same thing with your phone. So that means you're going to be letting go of old phone numbers. All right. I know some of y'all got some phone numbers in your phone that's been in there since high school or been in there since whatever. And it's transferred from even when you switch different cell phones. Some of those old numbers still stay with you. For those of you that got iPhones, that's all I know about right now. And I know those numbers, they stay with you. And as soon as you get that new phone, you're thinking you're starting over fresh and you see that same 100 or however many numbers you have. You want to make sure that you go through that. And I know that this process might not seem easy, especially if you have a long contact list, because I did. And I could not believe all the old numbers that I had in my phone for so many years that I just wasn't using, that I was just like, okay, why do I even still have this number in my phone? When I moved houses, I had old places that I would call it and order delivery. I had those numbers in there. Like I'm telling y'all, it was just like, what in the world? So, so I'm telling you, you want to let go of all those old numbers. Stop holding on to the past and holding on to these toxic relationships that you're letting go of, and keeping those numbers in your phone, because that energy, every time you go through that contact list and you see that number, is going to be reminding you of something. You don't want that energy. You're transforming it to work for you, not to bring you down, not to take you back into your past and things like that. So if you got old relationships, those numbers, they gotta go. All right. If it's meant for you to be, it'll come back around. Trust me. All right. So another thing, deleting old messages. Okay. So you got to delete those old text messages. I'm telling you, it's no, look, I know everybody's into, I got to have the receipts and I got to da. But it's like, is it worth your peace? What is that worth for you? Point. You know what you know. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying that because I was in that space of keeping text messages just so I can have to be like, okay, if this person never say this, I'm gonna be like, look, I tried to do such and such, or I told you this, and this is what happened. And I had to let all that stuff go, because it was holding me back. So deleting these old text messages, even those alerts that you get from these from certain places, whether it's like, I don't know, Target or some type of place you subscribe to or just whatever, and you're getting like these text messages, even those text messages that come with codes for you to, I'm talking about everything. You want to go through your phone and delete these old text messages that no longer serves you. It's not benefiting you in any way. Matter of fact, it's actually, and doing that actually helps you, because you're able to free up this space on your phone. And if we look deeper into that, because I'm a deep person, as I told y'all, if we look deeper into that, we find that it's just like our lives, our cell phone, that representation of us, it's our projection. So when we're looking at our phones and we're clearing all this stuff out, it allows you to open up space for other things. So just like in your regular life, if you start releasing these old negative things in your life, you open up this space for you to receive your desires. Same thing with your cell phone, okay? So you want to, like I said before, delete old contacts, delete old text messages. And another thing you want to do is, the third thing is to delete old apps. Oh my gosh, this was one of the things every once in a while, I get a little crazy with the apps. And you want to delete some of those apps that you just haven't used in like 2 or 3 months or 4 months or 5 months. If you haven't used it, it's not benefiting you. It's sitting there and it's taking up space. You want to go ahead and delete those apps when you need it again. Trust me, you're going to go ahead and you're going to download it again at that time when it comes back up for you to actually use it. But right now, you want to clear out as much space as you can, because you don't want that energy to just be just there and it's not working for you. And you don't want to take up space that you could be using for something else, okay, to bring you towards your desires or whatever the case might be for you, okay? Another thing you want to do is you want to turn off certain notifications. You guys, when I was going through my transformational stage, I had to turn off my notifications from Instagram, from Facebook, from Twitter, from these social media sites, because I was trying to stay focused on what I was doing at that time. And I was very, very serious. And I did not want to be distracted. It wasn't like I just didn't go on social media at all, because I still did, just not as much. But I noticed that when I turned my notifications on, I would just immediately be like, okay, who's posting this? Who's posting that? And then I start to notice that I'm more invested in other people's lives than I was in my own. I think I should say that again. So I noticed that when you decide to get these notifications about this particular person or celebrity or whoever you're invested into, and you begin to get the notifications that they posted something every time they post something, and some of them post multiple times a day, you become more invested in their life than you do your own. So you need to think about that. Think about those things. And so at that time in my life, I was just like, you know what? I need to be the first person I'm invested in. And right now, I'm totally invested in myself because I'm in a transformational stage in my life. I'm not liking where I am, but I see where I'm going to be and where I want to be. And that's where I'm trying to get to. So I have to turn off all of the distractions that will come throughout the day to take me off course and distract me from where I'm trying to go. And if you're like me, then this definitely will be one of the things that helps you out a lot. It helped me out so much. And then guess what? If you want to turn them back on after a certain time, you can turn them back on. I just know it benefits me a lot to just turn the notifications off and get on there and just see whatever I'm supposed to see when I'm supposed to see it. If you know that person, you could just go to their page and check in on what they posted or anything like that. But you don't want it to disrupt your day. I was getting so many notifications from different places. And at one time it was just going off like crazy. And I was just like, enough is enough, okay? I need to be focused more on myself and my life and where I'm going. Looking at other people's lives and focusing on where they're going, it's not helping you in any way, all right? So that's another thing. So what else do you want to do? So I would suggest that this is one common thing that people do, which is to sage or use Palo Santo on your phone. So you would just like take some sage and go around your phone and just speak your intentions. Same thing with Palo Santo. Go around your phone, speak your intentions. And if you don't have those things, I always like to give people another option, because a lot of us some of us don't use sage. Some of us don't use Palo Santo. Some of us don't even know what that is. And some of us, we might be in a place where we just feel it's this negative energy that's there, and we don't have either one of those things. So I always like to give people another option, so that if you don't have any of that, what will you do? So if you don't have sage, you don't have Palo Santo, or you don't want to use that or believe in that, it's fine. Use your intentions. Your words are one of the most powerful things, okay? It's just as powerful. It's more powerful than using sage and Palo Santo. Why? Because they have their own job, right? When you use them. But it's your intention and belief that activates that, okay? It's your intention and your belief. So that's where you're going to be using. If you don't have that, you're going to use your words. You're going to speak over your phone with your intention and your belief that it's already so. So one example of that could be, you know what? Right now I'm clearing all the energy, all the negative energy on my cell phone right now. And I'm transforming that energy to work for my highest good. I'm letting go of this, and this. You can call those things out if you want to, or you can just stay with that. It doesn't have to be complicated. It can be very, very simple and take seconds. And then another thing you can do is to use Reiki on your cell phones. Oh my gosh, that is one of the things. I love Reiki, you guys. I am a Reiki Master, and I've just learned so many different ways that you can use Reiki. If you would like for me to do a video on that, I can. But you can use Reiki on your cell phone. Send that intention to your cell phone and believe that it is so. All right, so that's another way that you can clear the energy and transform the energy on your cell phone. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm telling you guys, I'm only telling you through experience, not what I have researched, not what I have read in a book, but I'm telling you through my own experience, what I've done during my journey. And I've cleared out the energy in my cell phone multiple times a year. Now I don't have to do it as much, but I recommend doing this probably, well, for some of you, you might want to do it every other month, or I would say every 3 months, twice a year, at a minimum once a year, But I would just say at least 2 to 3 times a year. But you don't really have to after you are used to like really watching what you put on your phone, what you download, and just getting used to just like speaking your intentions. Sometimes you don't have to go through all that if you've already done it. And you might just need to just speak your intentions. All right, now, it's this time, whether you want to do it on a new moon or a full moon or whatever you want to do. And you just speak your intentions over your phone every once in a while. And I think that that's good enough. It doesn't have to be this thing that you have to do every single week. But I want you to feel the freedom and that you can do it however many times you want to. I just would recommend a minimum of once a year, because you really want to make sure, just like people do like their New Year's resolution or something or whatever once a year, even though I feel like us doing that more than once will be very helpful, because our plans change and stuff. So you want to make sure that you're just doing that, because it's very beneficial for you to do that. It really takes the stress off of you, and you will start noticing different things too. And I'm telling you, try it if you don't believe me. Try it to prove me wrong if you don't believe me. Leave a comment down below and let me know what happened when you decided to clear that negative energy from your phone and transform it to work for your highest good. All right, so I think that is it. I was gonna leave you guys with a bonus as well, so I'm gonna leave you guys with one bonus. And one other thing you can do to clear out that negative energy with your cell phone, since you've made it this far into my video, thank you. I'm gonna leave you with a bonus. You can use a selenite wand. So a selenite wand is a crystal, selenite crystal wand. You can get the crystal, you can get the wand. I like to use the wand. And so, but I just wave the wand over my cell phone, and this selenite crystal is a crystal that helps to clear, cleanse, and also negative energy, but also amplify other crystals. So it has multiple uses. So I love selenite crystals because you can just wave it over your phone or sit it by your phone for a certain amount of time and just speak your intentions and allow it to do what it does. And then that's just it. And then you can use that if you have other crystals to amplify your other crystals, clear out that negative energy or whatever around them as well, and use it around your home. So that is the bonus for today. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell for my next video. My next video is going to be talking about how to use your body as a pendulum. All right. Remember that you are magic. So today, be magical. I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.